See, I feel like it's time for us to like go away from here, you know what I mean? Let's go to Africa. Yo, I've never been more serious in my life. Who says you can't go to Africa? That's our dream, to go to our homeland, where our roots are.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
We're taking our talents to Africa.
To Africa. To Ghana.
What? What? Oh my God, this is big news.
Good day, and thank you for joining us. Long time no video. I'm Dale.
And I'm Dacia. Welcome back to our channel, Off the Wheel.
So, Off the Wheel is our movement where, as a community of Black Americans, we've decided to jump off of the wheel that is America and onto our chosen African countries. For us, it was Ghana. And to remind you, we started this journey by asking one simple question. Why wouldn't life be better in Africa?
And we hope that by subscribing, following along on our journey, that you ask yourself the same question as well. So hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button for alerts, and also give this video a like, thumbs up.
So we've been super busy getting acclimated to our new home and our new neighborhood, but we have spent most of our time getting our Airbnb set up for our visitors and our members. Take a look.
So welcome to our Airbnb. As you see, the living room is quite spacious. The living room has sliding doors that look straight out into the balcony, and where seating is provided. We also have the dining room, which seats 6 people. The first bedroom, which is the primary bedroom, is en suite, so it has its own bathroom and it has a walk-in closet as well. The second bedroom has 2 beds. These are double beds, and it can sleep 2 people or multiple depending on the group. And the last bedroom is also, it has a 1 bed, just like the primary bedroom. It has a Ghana queen size bed, which is an American king size bed. And that room as well is set for comfort. We have a bathroom, a second bathroom that's shared by the second bedroom and by the third bedroom, as well as a half bathroom. So in total, there are 2.5 bathrooms in here. And last but not least is the kitchen, which we have equipped with all of the utensils, pots, pans, and some starting spices for you to cook a meal if you so choose. So welcome to our Airbnb. So this was apartment A. We also have a second apartment, which is identical to this apartment. So in each apartment, usually 6 comfortably, so together we can host 12 guests at a time. So on your next trip to Ghana, look us up at Off the Wheel. Our Airbnb link is below.
And the purpose of this video today is to give anyone who is thinking about moving or even doing long-term business here, having some sort of presence here in Ghana, the 5 things you should do off the plane. It's not a complete list, but at least you'll be able to maneuver in a fashion where you can be productive. This will not be in any order of importance or the time spent or difficulty completing, but rather this list is in sequential order and you need certain things before you can apply for other items on this list.
Okay, here we go.
But hold on. Before we get started, I wanted to just make a very important statement, and that is, we've heard from a lot of people who've gotten these things much quicker than us because they know somebody or they made a small donation somewhere. We didn't do any of those things. We didn't take any shortcuts. We got all of our stuff the long-winded, very time-consuming, legal way. Okay, back to you.
So number 5 is the Ghana card. I guess you can say it's like a social security card in America or a non-driver type of ID. So what's needed to get the Ghana card? You will need your passport and also need to fill out some relevant information like your address, mother's name, profession, etc. What's the cost? So we got our Ghana card at CalBank. They have an office there where in about an hour or so, for the cost of $150, you will get your Ghana card printed. It took us about a day, maybe a little bit longer with some of the mistakes that we made along the way in trying to get the card. So how did we mess up initially?
So the first mistake we made was proceeding like we would normally do in the States, which is you Google the place you're going to, the hours are correct, the location is correct, the information is correct. That's how we proceeded on American standards. And we learned very quickly that you can't move like that here. So the CalBank that Google said to show up at
wasn't even a CalBank actually. It was a totally different
Yeah.
bank and it was in the wrong location.
Right.
We finally ended up near the end of the day to the correct place, which was CalBank on Independence Boulevard, I believe it was, and it cost us $150 to get our Ghana card. So we were able to leave with our Ghana card that day.
So number 4, Ghana phone. I'm going to say you need to get a separate phone just for Ghana, separate than your US phone. The main reason you need a Ghana phone is, well, it's just a cost-effective way to communicate on WhatsApp like everyone here does. Also for food deliveries, you need a Ghana phone. But more importantly, for authentication. While certain accounts and web pages allow you to verify your ID by email, some other apps require you to have a US number. And you need your Ghana card to get this Ghana phone. In theory, you could keep switching your SIMs out of your phone each time you travel, but for older people, they got no time for that. And also newer phones won't even have physical SIMs. So to me, it makes sense to keep separate phones. The duration to get our Ghana phones was about half a day. And again, I make the argument that a Ghana phone is good for both travelers and expats looking to move here.
I remember it's important to say, I don't know if you were clear, we actually bought our phones from the US. So we bought our regular US cell phone that we normally use, then we purchased a second phone from the US and brought it over here. So we were able to use that phone to get a Ghana SIM card for that phone, and that's the phone that we use for all of our Ghana communications and transactions and such. So number 3, residency permit. So what is a residency permit? So the residency permit is actually just proof that you're actually residing in Ghana. The benefit of having the residency permit is that you don't have to renew your entry visa into Ghana every few months or so. So it actually gives you an extended stay here in Ghana, and it expires within a year. The first residency permit expires within a year.
Yeah, because I remember like you showing me a YouTube video, a couple of different videos where they were instructing people to come to live on how to keep renewing your visa for the next 2 years, every 60 or 90 days.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And we thought that was the only way that you could stay in the country in the 5-year waiting period before you could even apply for citizenship. We thought that was the only way.
Right.
And then we found out that that was the lazy way. The proper way to do it was to just get the residency permit, which, like you said, states that you're here to stay, you're a resident, ownership or renting. But the big thing was we didn't have to keep going doing a renewal. So we had to find that out on our own. So that's a major benefit.
So what do you need to get a residency permit? Well, they ask you to, if you're married, to bring your marriage license. They also ask for a personal statement as to why you want to stay in Ghana. You have to bring 2 Ghanaian citizens to vouch for you with letters and their bank statements so that they can show that you're good citizens. You had to get a background check from criminal background check from the country that you're from. You also had to get a medical exam for the head of household, which is Dale in this case, and also a COVID test from the head of household, which was Dale in this case. And with the COVID test, the medical exam, they all had a fee associated with them as well. Did I miss anything? Oh, and the last but not least is a letter from the Diaspora Affairs Office stating that they're welcoming you to Ghana, and also bank statements from your home country from the last 3 months or so. So I think that's the total of the list from what I can remember so far.
So to get this permit, your residency permit, from the list before, you need your Ghana phone number, you need the Ghana card, and you also need proof of tenancy somewhere or proof of ownership. So number 2, bank account, opening a bank account. What do you need? You need your Ghana phone number from before, the Ghana card, and you can't open up an account in Ghana without a residency permit. Also, other things to be aware of, at least in our bank. They don't take old $100 bills. You can't deposit US money in an ATM. You can only withdraw US dollars of what you put into it. If you wire US dollars in, they convert it to CDs. And you also have to make sure when you open up your bank account and you get whatever associated card, debit card, that you meticulously go over your spending limits. The default is something the equivalent of $100 US per day per month. And so we had a couple of snafus where we went out to buy furniture and we couldn't buy basic things because we had hit our spending limit. And so we had to go back to the bank a couple of times to increase our limits to, dollar amounts, CD amounts, where you could actually buy more than a stick of gum. So you got to make sure about that.
I think it was more than $100 though. It was like 1,000 US dollars, I think, was the daily limit / monthly limit. It wasn't 100. It was like 1,000 US dollars. But you know, when you're buying big items, furniture and such like that, it can really put, you know, a dent in your day when you have to go back and forth to the bank to sort that issue out. So number one is the driver's license. What do you need? You need your Ghana phone number, and you also need your Ghana card, and you will also need a driving report from your old country of residence. We went to a local office here where we live, and they told us to come back with that report, and they would just convert our license to a Ghana license with premium payment. So eventually, we actually had to go down to the headquarters to actually get this done, where we paid, I believe it was about 650 CDs at the time, so maybe $65 US dollars, and we were able to get our license converted, and we received our license that day in hand.
So there you have it. In order to move around as you need to here in Ghana, you need your Ghana phone, you need your Ghana card, you need your driver's license, bank account, residency permit, and we really didn't get into the weeds about most of the drama we went through to get these items. So in our next video, we're going to be making a plea to the government on how they can make things easier for people to move to Ghana. So please visit us at offthewheel.info. Consider joining our group, people who want to connect, network, plan on how we can make positive impact collectively, and stay tuned for our big announcement on our development deal that we're working on.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe. See you next time.
Traveling to Ghana? Do we have a stay for you? Off the Wheel is offering modern, comfortable, and safe apartment units, where beyond the usual tourist activities, you have the benefit of a more immersive experience. We provide a unique itinerary to explore local food and neighborhoods, visit nearby beaches, shop markets, and so many other attractions. Whether you're traveling solo or in a group, we can service from 1 to 16 travelers. Enjoy on-premise activities like a gym, tennis, pool, and more. Hosted by 2 former Brooklynites recently relocated, who'll be your on-premise attendants to support and guide you.
We can't wait to show you what life could be like off the wheel.
Looking forward to hosting you.
See you in Ghana.
You're grooving, Africa. The music, Africa. You're moving, Africa. You wear clothes, Africa. You wear clothes, Africa. You're dancing, Africa. You're dancing, Africa. You're prancing, Africa. You're prancing, Africa. Romancing, Africa. You're going, Africa. You're going, Africa. You're going, Africa. Yeah.